In this video, I'm going through my hormonal test results whilst on TRT and to use those results to determine what to do next. There are numerous debates. What is the best way to train? How often to train? What is the best diet? I was working my ass off in the gym, and my diet consisted mostly clean foods like rice, clean sources of meat, protein, and I was not improving. Or rather, I would say I was staying the same, whatever I did. Constantly tired, achy, low libido. Well, then I found out what was wrong. I went to do the hormonal test levels and my testosterone level was not existent. It didn't exist. So try to build muscle on low testosterone. Good luck, but I found out by working my ass off in the gym, it leads to nowhere. As you can see on the picture, testosterone production decreases with age. And I was running on fumes, I don't know for how long. Maybe a long time. I can tell you, if you are over 50, better you do hormonal test check. For your own sake. And if you don't do, you are just playing Russian roulette with your health and progress. So if you are over 50 and not on TRT, great. Assuming your levels are in healthy range, which probably are not, because everybody wants to live forever, nobody wants to get old. No, I was unlucky, my levels were non-existent, like 20 pmo per liter, where optimal levels start at 42. It's a minimum, but you should have. I won't go too much into detail about hormone health, but rather show my hormone levels results since I started to take TRT, and I was shocked. Standard TRT dose would go from 125, 150 to 200, 250, 30, 300. It depends on the individual. So, however, I started to take 250 milligrams of testosterone per week, and my testosterone levels were through the roof, coupled together with estradiol. So now it starts to make sense why you just cannot cut and copy different protocols and apply it for yourself, because everybody is different. So back to topic. Why my levels were so high? Why my testosterone levels were so high when I was using only 250 milligrams per week? Well, I was prescribed finasteride. It helps with the prostate enlargement, so it will stop your prostate from growing. And finasteride works that it inhibits enzyme which is responsible for conversion of testosterone into estradiol. This enzyme is called 5-alpha reductase for the nerds. So yes, finasteride is another variable taken into play, especially in my case. And in most recent studies, it suggests that if you take finasteride, it can increase testosterone level from 10 to 20% more. So I can tell how the finasteride was prescribed to me. I went to see my GP. Here in UK, GP is called general practitioner, your like doctor. So I went to see him with the complaints that I need to go on a pee all the time. I was having frequent urination, especially during night. It was annoying me, and it was affecting my sleep quality, and it's also coupled with sudden urge to pee. So my GP heard me, and he asked me if I would mind to have a prostate checked. So I agreed. Anyway, I'm not going into details how this procedure is performed. So in men, estradiol levels would rise up with the testosterone level. So more testosterone you have, more prone you are to convert testosterone into estradiol. Especially if you have a lot of fat. This enzyme, which converts testosterone in estradiol, is abundant in the fat tissue of the human body. So less fat you have, less conversion will happen. Elevated estradiol levels help with bulking. The typical range for the estradiol levels is between 41 and 159 pmo per liter, or 10 to 40 pg per milliliter. My results were off the charts. So my results were 387 pmo per liter, or 112 pg per mole. Estradiol levels are bulking. As testosterone increases, either naturally or via supplementation, more is converted into estradiol with an aromatase enzyme which is abundant in the fat tissue. So more fat you are, more fat you have, more estrogen conversion will happen. Just be aware of that. So a dirty bulk or rapid weight gain increases aromatase activity. so leading to higher conversion rates, which may result in estrogen levels exceeding way healthy levels. However, adequate estrogen is essential for male health, to a degree muscle and bone health as well. So what are the signs of high estradiol levels while bulking? What are those? One of them is gynecomastia. Another sign is increased fat gain. So high estrogen levels will cause body to store fat as energy rather than muscle. Another one would be water retention. Well, this buffalo faces or moon faces will, and red in the face as well. So it's bloating and increased water retention. And the last but not least is mood changes, the irritability and sort of aggressiveness, irritability, fatigue. So how to manage estradiol whilst bulking? You have to control the weight gain. You cannot rapidly gain weight. Trust me, you cannot gain so much. It's not going to be muscle. It's going to be mostly fat and water. So avoid rapid, excessive fat accumulation to avoid or to minimize aromatase production. Then blood testing, periodically check estradiol levels with blood tests. Another one is healthy diet. Eat clean. Don't eat dirty meals, cheat meals. And to control high estradiol levels, you can control it with the medications as anastrozole or letrozole or exemestane. What I use is anastrozole or Arimidex. This is what I use. So, total testosterone and free testosterone. What is the difference? Well, as you can see on the test, total testosterone was 43.8, which is about 70% above normal levels. And free testosterone is 1.575, which is 191% above normal levels or optimal levels. However, I have to warn you that total testosterone is useless data. Only free testosterone can be used by body to build muscle. Only free. So this test tells me that I am high, very high estrogen converter. My body converts estrogen at a high rate. Even if I don't have too much fat accumulated around my body. If you would like a trainer, send me an email to ivanfrohlich@yahoo.com. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook.